we're going over the new top 5 fastest TTK meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6 Season 3. And we'll be going over both 5 and 8 attachment loadouts. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the Kilo 141. Definitely one of the best assault rifles in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. Now for the optic, we're going to rock the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the compensator. You're going to see why in the firing range. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the long barrel to improve damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the Ranger foregrip to improve that horizontal recoil control, sprinting movement speed, and recoil stabilization. A massive W for this specific loadout. For the magazine, we're going to be rocking the extended mag 1 option because it gives you a 50 round mag, which is ridiculous on the Kilo 141. For the rear grip, we are going to be utilizing the Commando grip. We rock this on every single assault rifle loadout, improving aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed altogether, and jumping aim down sight speed. Massive W's all the way around. For the stock, we are going to be running the Infiltrator stock to improve that aim walking movement speed. We can walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And for the fire mod, we are going to run rapid fire to bump up that fire rate, giving us a ridiculously fast time to kill. You can see the cons have all been fixed with other attachments we have on this setup. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, the Kilo 141 becomes unstoppable. Even though we are running rapid fire, you can see this gun legitimately has no recoil. I don't know what they were thinking with the Kilo 141 and multiplayer, but a rapid fire assault rifle with 50 rounds that has no recoil, oh my goodness. Use this loadout immediately if you're trying to dominate lobbies. Now, if you do not want to utilize the Gunfighter 5+ attachment loadout, what you're going to have to do is remove the Kepler Microflex. We're also going to go ahead and remove the extended mag 1 option, and we're going to be taking away the Infiltrator stock. This is a great 5 attachment loadout. Yes, you're not going to have as much handling as the 8 attachment setup, but you can free up your loadout to run additional perks or streaks. We're still gonna have great recoil control, which is crazy, but keep in mind, all we're gonna have is a 30 round magazine. But again, because this weapon has no recoil, this is gonna be enough in one of the best assault rifles in the entire game as of right now. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the SWAT 5.56. But we are going to be converting it into the Growl. Now, the first thing you need to do is go over to the fire mod and select the SWAT 5.56 Growl conversion. It's going to transform this 3-round burst assault rifle into a full auto monster. This is in the battle pass. And once you go ahead and equip that attachment, you are going to be running a stock, and the combat stock is a great choice, removing a lot of that flinch when shot and also bumping up aim walking speed. This is going to be a great attachment. For the rear grip, even on the marksman rifles, we are going to be utilizing the Commando grip. It's going to work the same as it does on the assault rifles. For the magazine, because we are running the Growl conversion, we have access to a 50 round mag, which is going to be plenty. And this magazine also improves recoil stabilization, which is ridiculous. Of course, we're going to go ahead and run it. For the underbarrel, we are going to be putting on the vertical foregrip to remove a lot of that horizontal recoil control. We're going to make sure this weapon is an absolute laser beam, no matter where enemies are on the map. And for the muzzle, we are going to be rocking the suppressor. This is going to be a massive W, keeping you off the mini weapon firing so we can be stealthy. The Growl has very low recoil, so why not go ahead and keep us alive when we are trying to flank. And for the optic, we are going to be running the Kepler Microflex because it's going to give us a clean and easy to use optic picture. Once you go ahead and build this 7 attachment class setup, not 8, because on assault rifles / marksman rifles, running a laser is not a good idea because we don't want to give away our position. This is going to be a long range weapon. You're going to see in the firing range that we do have a loadout that is going to have a respectable sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are going to have very easy to control recoil. One of the best ARs in the entire game. I know for a fact a lot of people enjoy this assault rifle, especially if they're trying to people out very easily at those longer ranges. Now, if you do not want to run the 5+ attachment loadout, I got you guys covered. Personally, I wouldn't run it because you can definitely get the Growl overpowered with only using 5 attachments. We are going to remove the Kepler Microflex, we're going to remove the vertical foregrip, and we're just going to rock these attachments here, which are going to be playing to this weapon's strengths. We are still going to have a very accurate and nice handling weapon that is going to have, honestly, in my personal opinion, a great iron sight and very, very easy to control recoil. Let me know in the comment section what you prefer, the Grau or the Kilo 1-for-1. I'm curious. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the CR56 AMAX. This is one of the fastest killing assault rifles, both in Black Ops 6 and Warzone. You're gonna love this loadout. For the optic, instead of running the Kepler Microflex, the way this weapon has its recoil pattern set up, the V Reflex, I personally feel, makes everything a lot easier. Let me know down in the comment section after checking this out if you agree. Now, for the muzzle, we are gonna be utilizing suppressor. For the barrel, we are going to be running the long barrel. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the Ranger foregrip because we are going to have recoil stabilization, horizontal recoil control, and sprinting movement speed. That's a W. For the magazine, the extended mag, one choice is going to be great, giving us a 45-round mag. For the rear grip, we are going to run the commando grip. On the stock attachment side, we are going to be utilizing the infiltrator stock. And for the fire mod, we are going to be running recoil springs because we want to take advantage of more recoil stabilization, vertical recoil control, and horizontal recoil control. Massive W's for this assault rifle. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you're gonna be very happy because the AMAX goes from one of the higher recoil assault rifles. We have a great ADS, sprint out's nice, aim walking movement speed, and we are gonna have to control a recoil pattern. That V Reflex just complements this weapon's recoil pattern nicely. We're gonna be killing people incredibly quick, and this assault rifle is gonna allow us to get 3-shot kills to the head. So definitely go ahead and check this out if you have not already. Now, if you do not want to run the 8 attachment setup, make sure you take off the V Reflex. It's still gonna be usable because we're gonna swap out the suppressor for the compensator. We're also gonna remove the extended mag 1 option, and we also are gonna be remove the recoil springs. This is gonna be a very solid class set because we're gonna have a mixture of accuracy as well as handling. As you can see here, we are going to be killing it with this weapon because we have a great sprint out, ADS is nice, aim walk movement speed, and we are going to have virtually 0 recoil with an assault rifle that does have a crazy fast TTK. This is going to be a monstrous build if you're looking to run additional perks or additional streaks with this AR. I mean, look at this. This is almost kilo recoil level. Ridiculous. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the KSV. This is actually one of the fastest killing SMGs both in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone, so definitely check this out. We don't need to run an optic. The iron sights on this weapon are amazing. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to be running the compensator. We need that vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to run the long barrel, giving us that max damage range so we can have the fastest time to kill. We absolutely must be able to outgun Jackal PDW users. For the underbarrel, the Ranger foregrip is going to be a great choice. For the magazine, running the extended mag 2 option is fantastic when running the gunfighter setup. For the rear grip on all submachine guns, having the ergonomic grip equipped is going to be amazing because we're taking advantage of dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. Nutty. Definitely go ahead and utilize this. For the stock, we are going to be running the balance stock, which is amazing on the KSV, improving our strafing movement speed altogether, hip fire movement speed, and aim walking movement speed. Massive W, do not sleep on this. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are going to be running the recoil spray to take advantage of additional horizontal recoil control as well as vertical recoil control. You can't go wrong with this. Now, as an optional attachment, you can put on a laser. I know not that many people like to run lasers, but the target laser is a nice choice, giving us improved aim idle sway controllability, and we're also going to be bumping up that aim walking steadiness. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you're going to see in the firing range, the KSV is truly a monster. We have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and as you can see, we do have controllable recoil because we are running a number of attachments that make this SMG a lot easier to use, especially at those medium ranges. Obviously, at longer ranges, you're going to have to burst fire it, but at the same time, this weapon is definitely controllable, and it is a nightmare at those close ranges. And as always, if you do not want to utilize the 5+ attachment setup, feel free to remove the extended mag 2 choice, the target laser, as well as the recoil springs. This is going to be a very basic KSV setup that you can't go wrong with, because we are going to have a build that has a fast sprint out, ADS, as well as still controllable recoil. It isn't going to be as controllable as the gunfighter setup, so use which one is going to be complementing your playstyle. And obviously with something like this weapon, you want to make sure you can run and gun with this, and the 5 attachment setup is going to be getting the job done without a doubt. So check it out. And finally, for class setup number 5, we are taking a look at the KRIG C. You can't go around the assault rifle. It is amazing in Black Ops 6 and actually quite effective in Warzone as well. For the optic, we are going to run the V reflex just like the AMAX. This weapon has a weird recoil pattern that this optic just makes this weapon easier to use with. Now, for the muzzle, we absolutely must run the compensator. This weapon has a lot of vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to run the reinforced barrel, improving both damage range and bullet velocity. This is one of the ARs where the reinforced barrel is going to be a great choice. For the underbarrel, we absolutely must run the vertical foregrip. I absolutely wish we could put on the Ranger foregrip, but this weapon just has too much recoil as of right now. Maybe they'll go ahead and buff it, I don't know, but until then, vertical foregrip is going to be the way to go. For the magazine, we are going to be running the extended mag 1 option for that healthy 45 rounds. For the rear grip, just like on all assault rifles, we are going to be running the commando grip. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the infiltrator stock. And for the fire mods, having on recoil springs is definitely a massive W. I don't know why it doesn't do stabilization on a lot of the other weapons that it does now, but maybe they'll go ahead and update this at a later date. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment KRIG C setup, you're going to see here that we do have an assault rifle that is going to have a fast sprint out, as well as ADS, a walking movement speed, and we are going to have a very easy to use assault rifle. Again, I do think they might actually buff the KRIG C at a later update, but as of right now, this is going to be the most effective class. As you can see, this weapon is really controllable. And don't forget, if you do want to run just the 5 attachment setup, even though I do recommend running 8 on this specific assault rifle, we are going to be removing the extended mag 1, the infiltrator stock, as well as recoil springs. This is going to be a solid setup because we are going to have a mixture of accuracy as well as handling, and we are still going to have great ADS as well as controllable recoil. Definitely something you should check out if you're looking to dominate and overall have a rifle that is still meta, even though this came out quite a long time ago here in Black Ops 6. You cannot go wrong with the KRIG. These are going to be the top 5 fastest TTK meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6 as of right now. For the remainder of all of my loadouts, I always rock the Simmer 9mm. It is a great secondary to fall back on. Just in case you run out of ammo, you can always rely on this weapon. We are running the knife, we have on the stem shot, the blast trap, the assault pack, and we are going to be rocking flak jacket, dispatcher, bankroll, and gunfighter if you are utilizing more than 5 attachments. Now, if you're only running 5 attachments, perk greed is going to be a great choice, and I do recommend going ahead and putting on shadow so you're not dying to proximity mines or any other traps in game. And once you go ahead and do this, you are going to have access to the strategist combat specialty, which is going to be giving you more score when playing the objective, which means more streaks, more kills, and potentially a nuke. Now, let's say you do not care about running additional perks. Feel free to go ahead and put on high roller, which is going to allow you to run an additional streak. And for the streaks, you do have quite a bit of options here, but for the max kills and nukes, I do recommend putting on the UAV. You also want to go ahead and put on the Watchdog Kilo, the War Machine using High Roller, as well as Harp. And yes, the War Machine is going to be counting toward the nuke, so if you get 10 kills in the War Machine, that's going to be 10 kills added toward your nuke streak. Let me know down in the comment section which loadout is your favorite, and if you do tear it up with any of my loadouts, let me know what gameplay you dropped. If you guys enjoyed, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications in your boy ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.